Oh, I hope this is going to work. I'm just going to pop it still. So hello, if you're watching, this is my second live video of the day. Where are you? There you are. This is my second live video of the day, but I thought it was really important. So I'm just sat in my car trying to actually get you still. Let's get you still. There we go. I'm just sat in my car because I've just driven to another viewing. I don't always do the viewings. We have Philippa, who is amazing at them, we get loads of good feedback, but sometimes I like to keep my finger on the pulse. So I'm going to meet a chap today at a beautiful house in Overkellet. Now, one of the most important things, especially in this grim weather, and it's awful outside today, it's spitting, it's not great, is just to make sure that your garden looks its best. Nobody's garden looks its best in January and February, by the way. But when we've got viewers coming from out of the area, they don't know the area, so the area is just as important. Now, I've just driven over, just come off the motorway and driven over the motorway bridge, and in the country where we are now, in the country lanes, tend to get a lot of people that throw things out of their car window. So what's really important is, if you do have a community that help keep the village look nice, is that you just raise your concerns to make sure, or very simply, just nip out and pick up any rubbish that's in the bushes on the way. So there's nice little country roads, because it just makes that drive to the home so much better. Now, there's a big bin, and we're going to speak into the council on Monday, although they probably already know about it. A big bin, just a normal size bin actually, on the way into Overkellet, and next to it is there's some fabric that's hanging out of the bin. There's an old broken what's it called, pram next to it, and it doesn't look great. I actually thought there was a person stood there at first. It distracted me, but it wasn't. It was just a bit of rubbish, and someone's obviously didn't know what to do with it, or they've gotten out and left it by accident. So the easiest thing to do is that if you know you've got viewings and you know you've got people coming out of the areas, just go and move it. Or go and put your car in front of it so they can't see it because it's on a lay-by. Overkellet itself as a village is wonderful. They've got a great community hub online as well, website, where it's giving all the information on the activities and the history of Overkellet and how it's sort of developed into the community that it is today. Just behind me there is an antique shop, there's a store, there's a post office, there's Cape and Ray Diving Centre if you're into a little bit of outdoor pursuits. There's loads of walks, and if you just head up this way you can get to Bentham, you can get to Kirby, you're a minute from the motorway, so there's loads of good things about it. So it would be a shame if something so little actually spoiled someone's perception of it. So if you are thinking of putting your house up for sale, have a quick wander around the village, take the dog for a walk, go and meet some friends, have a walk, and just keep a bag handy, and you can just pop things in that bag. It's not the best job, but it's just something we all have to deal with. I mean, I remember once actually, and we're going back, I must have been 21, and we sold our second or third house at the time, and the next door neighbours were lovely, but they only rented, and we obviously owned ours. And I actually went round and asked if they didn't mind if I actually tidied up the garden. They had a paved garden, and of course there was lots of weeds coming through, and when you rent a place you have a different sort of, you know, a different ethos I suppose with the garden, because no one really uses a front garden. So he did. He was really good. We had a really nice relationship with him. He was dead sweet, and he said, yeah, knock yourself out. So I actually de-weeded his garden and his garden wall, and it made my house look 10 times better. Funnily enough, my house was valued about £10,000 less than I wanted it on for, because I knew we'd be able to get it. And I argued with the estate agent at the time, and we're going back nearly 15 years now. I argued with the estate agent at the time to say no, it needs to go on at this amount. And anyway, they were very good. They said, okay, you know, if that's what you want, we'll do it. Normally they couldn't give me any information or any proof why it shouldn't be that anyway, so that made it easier. And they couldn't do the viewing. We had a viewing that afternoon, they couldn't do it, so I did it, and they bought it full asking price. So and again, things that they said was they loved the area, they liked that everyone kept their gardens neat and tidy. That was me. So just really important to just take a look around and keep your eyes open as you're going through the village. Maybe if you're walking down to the local pub and you see something on the side of the road, just make a mental note to come and rectify that bag of crisps or that empty bottle of Lucozade. But over Cal it's great. It's actually really busy right now. There's a lot of cars going past, so I'm going to sign off because I'm going to get this house prepped. I've got lights to turn on. I've got to make sure they've taken the dog out for a walk, which I think they have. I think they've already gone out. I've got doors to unlock. Really important to unlock your doors on a viewing. One, for safety reasons, and secondly, just so that everything flows really easily. So I'm looking forward to meeting this couple. I've got my pack ready. I've got brochure already ready to show them. One of our most popular houses actually, this one. So Barn at the Green, and then fingers crossed we get an offer. So I'll see you soon.